Hi guys, I would like to discuss this problem with you. This problem, you are given a function y to the x to the fifth. You need to sketch um, the transformation of this function. Okay, this is called a parent function. And so the first one is x plus 2 quantity to the fifth. It will be missing the point if you just go straight to decimals and graph this function. That will not help you learn. I hope that you are able to give some thought first and then give a try before you check your answer using decimals. So I would say, okay, let's begin with x to the fifth. X to the fifth, because this is odd power, so the shape is somewhat like this, right? Somewhat like this. Now, of course, it should be pretty narrow, but I want to exaggerate so that it's easier for me to grab. It should be skinnier, by the way. Now, the first problem is x plus 2 to the fifth. This one, you should think about it as x minus the negative 2 and then parentheses to the fifth. Now, when you write that, when this is minus sign, this is the unit that being shifted. So this is negative 2, which means shifted to the left 2 units, and then that's it. So it looks to me, the first graph here is first 1 unit, 2 units. This looks pretty good, so I will pick that particular one. Now, if you move down, the second question is x to the fifth plus 2. So in this case, this one will be a vertical shift. It's just moving up 2. So I'll let you go through the graph and pick the right one. This is something that I would like to focus more. Let's take a look at this one. Again, your parent's function is x to the fifth, right? So I'm going to begin with x to the fifth. Okay, x to the fifth. X to the fifth. Say suppose this is x to the fifth. And this negative sign, I will begin with the negative 1/2. Even for negative 1/2, I will do it 2 steps. You can either begin with 1/2. I'm gonna go with 1/2 first. 1/2 is a number that's less than 1, so its effect is like shrinking or compressing. So basically, make it a little, so if this were 1, then it should become 1/2. If this were 2, it should become 1, and so on and so forth. Basically, it's just being compressed, okay? So that's what's occurring. So the blue one is representing 1/2 of x to the fifth. Now, what about negative 1/2? Negative 1/2. So you're gonna find a mirror image with respect to x. So this guy will be like this, right? Do you see that I'm just drawing the mirror image? And here for this side is something looks like this, right? My drawing is not perfect, but hopefully we get the idea. And then at the end, you're gonna say, hey, there's another 2 here. This you can think of this as 1/2 of x to the fifth plus 2. So eventually you're gonna shift this orange one up 2 units, something like that. So that's what I would pick. Okay, so I'm gonna let you pick. Okay, the last one, we already went through negative 1/2. So this makes it look like this, right? Something like this. That we just discussed that. Again, now this is plus 2. You're gonna shift this actually to the negative. So you're gonna consider that as x plus 2 will be x minus the negative 2. So this is the amount that you're going to shift. Because it's negative, it will be to the left 2 units. So this is it for this problem number 6. And the number 7 is pretty much the same idea, but so I'm not going to make a separate video. Please refer to this video when you do the number 7.